Hey Shatty, and Cookie, and Bloomy. It's still August, towards the end of August. So tomorrow is your birthday party, Brookie, your 6th birthday party. And yeah, true to style, you've chosen quite a unique theme. You want Ghostbusters. Yeah, so that should be fun. So I've been busy all day and yesterday, but quiches and cakes and scones and all sorts of things. When I've been baking and baking and baking for this birthday party, because now tomorrow I've got a foodie club, so I can't really do much tomorrow. And then it's Saturday morning from 10 to 12, so yeah, I had to get going, get cracking. Anyway, I have some sad news. Mutti fell approximately, what's it now, 2 weeks ago? I think she fell on the Saturday evening and someone only found her on the Sunday morning. She broke her femur. Now, whether she fell and then it broke, or whether it broke and that's why she fell, no one knows. But anyway, Oma decided to have the operation done, to have the pin inserted to repair the leg, which I didn't agree with 100%, but anyway. And Erica flew up for a week, Tante Erica, to help Oma. And unfortunately I can't go, being 37 weeks pregnant, or 36 weeks pregnant. On your birthday, on the 26th of August, we went for a scan, and Sissy's doing really well. She's 2.6 or something kilos already. Anyway, she's perfect. Head down, ready to be born. So that's all very nerve-wracking and exciting. So I can't travel at the moment, plus I'm not 100% sure I would want to see Mutti like this, because without her perm, without her teeth, without her hearing aids, without her glasses, being very, very skinny, I don't know. Oma keeps sending us photos and videos of how things are going with her, and Danny Ida and Francois is helping sort out her flat so that they can move out of there. And Oma said she was sending a whole truckload of stuff here to Cape Town, but it doesn't look like she'll ever come kind of out of frail care or anything. And I kind of think to myself, like, oh yeah, I'm baking and doing my thing, and she's just lying there looking at a collage, because that's pretty much all she wants to do, or all she's capable of doing. Anyway, so that's unpleasant. I mean, she's 100, so you know, you have to die at some point, but that's very sad. But that is not what I wanted to talk to you about today. Today was going to be all about balancing. This tremendous balancing act called life, which is something that I struggle with so regularly, and I realize more and more that if I struggle with something, chances are everyone struggles with it. I suppose people deal with it differently, but we'll talk about this in another one. But after I stopped drinking, after I had you, well, you're about a year old, Brooke. I had a complete change of friends. Then, since I've had a complete change of friends a few times, I just go through these phases where I think, like, you know, balancing being a mum, entrepreneur, a wife, a friend, a sister. We don't have anyone helping out in the house, so I have to clean the house and everything. So it's a lot, and I just thought, like, oh, something has to give. Because when you were little, when you were born, like, we were doing 3 or 4 play dates per week, you know, in the afternoons. I've scaled it down to 1 or possibly 2 a week, and only from 3 till 5, not kind of from, you know, 1 o'clock or whatever. But I quite regularly get to the point where I think, like, something has to give. Something's got to go. And I can't be a worse mom. No, I really am. I can't be a worse wife. I can't be a worse sister. because I feel like I do neglect my sisters a lot, and I don't think I'm like mom of the year ever already, or wife of the year already, you know. So I just decided that friends kind of had to give a little bit. And it's weird because every time you let something go, something else becomes more successful, but something else kind of suffers. So it's always like having, I think GM Joe actually even said this to me, you know, life's like an elastic band. Oh, that I completely by chance picked this up. So like if you pull it this way, like this side's just going to get shorter and shorter. If you can imagine, there's a halfway line here, you know. So if you spend a lot of time cleaning the house, and yeah, it's going to pull this way, but like I'm just going to spend that much less time with you and that much less time focusing on other things. And then if I only focus on you, you know, then I neglect the housework or one of the other facets of life. And it always makes me think of that book. Like, I'm not a big reader, you will know this by now, but Paolo, you kind of said, like, you've got to walk, you've got to take a cup of water or cup of oil or whatever it was that he was telling someone to take. Now it's full to the brim, and you've got to walk through a palace, but you can't spill a drop. So you get to the other side of the palace and you walk through this entire beautiful palace, and he says, what did you see at the palace? She said, absolutely nothing. I didn't see anything. I was concentrating on not spilling a drop of oil or water. So he says, well, do it again, but this time look around you. It is such a beautiful palace. And then you walk through again, and of course you spill all the oil, but you notice all these absolutely amazing things in the palace. So now, you know, kind of, I suppose the crux of it is that you need to look around and also not spill the oil. So you kind of just need to find that. But this is very easily said. It's not very easily done, which is why I decided to let friends go, because I just thought it was the least important thing in my life. And I'm not saying friends are not important. They are. They're very important. But the right friends, I think, are very important. So people that I feel I'm not wasting my time on them, I am spending my time with them. So, and this is not a knock on anyone that I've known or anyone that I see less or anyone that I have written off or whatever. Like, there are some people who are more like-minded and birds of a feather flock together, and you have really nice conversations. And I got to a point where if I get nervous before I see someone, or get bored during seeing someone, or feel crap about myself after seeing someone, I simply wouldn't see that person again. You know, I don't want to worry about what I look like before I see someone. I don't want to constantly sit there feeling horrible about myself while I see someone, or compare what we have to what they have, or I don't know. It's just there was just this very strong gut feeling that some people make me uncomfortable, and some people really just accept me for who I am. And I'm not an easy person, I get that. But anyway, so I just got to a point where I'm like, you know, I'm almost 40. If I could have 2 or 3 really good friends versus 20 or 30, you know, so rather quantity rather than quality. No, quality rather than quantity. And I don't know, it feels like if you don't pay attention to your relationship to your husband, bad things will happen. If you don't pay attention to your relationship with your children, there's a very bad knock-on effect to all of these things. So it's almost like I feel like I have to draw up a schedule so that I know I can take you to Kirstenmarsh and I can spend an hour with you once a week or once every 2 weeks or whatever, once a month. This is not something that I have implemented at all, but I feel like I should. Especially now with a 3rd baby on the way, it's just going to make time that much more the essence. And I kind of feel like I've missed out on the last 3 years of your life, Brooke, because I've had Peyton to look after, and you know, now that Peyton's a little bit bigger, she's 3, and she's not 100% child anymore. The next 100% child is on the way. So it's kind of making me a bit sad to think that I've missed so many years of your life. My attention's been elsewhere. But like Oma says, you know, siblings are very important, and it's something that you'll have for the rest of your life. And you guys are so sweet together. And you and Peyton get along like a house on fire. But anyway, so basically, I think this one was just about balancing, about trying to balance things properly, and to prioritize, to really sit down and think about what is truly enriching your life, what is truly important to you in your life, and then maybe decide to cancel out the stuff that isn't. And there's always been that saying that's stuck in my head that says, you know, you've got a friend for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. And I've now noticed over and over and over again that there are some people that I really do just need for a small season. Then there are those people who I need for a reason. And then I suppose Dad is just my lifetime. I don't know. He's like my best friend. Anyway, there's Oma phoning, so I've got to go. I love you guys. Bye, Leafy. Bye.